Vetco Crewman AS20B installation and usage. When your new Crewman AS20B 20-inch auto scrubber is received, it will need to be unpackaged and prepared for use. This video will explain the proper way to unpackage and set up the machine for operation. The tools needed to unpackage the Crewman 20 from its packaging are a sharp cutting tool, such as a razor knife or scissors, as well as a Phillips head screwdriver. Begin by using the knife or scissors to cut and remove the black straps from the box. Next, remove the box from the pallet by lifting up and over the machine and placing it off to the side. Remove and discard all plastic wrapping. Remove the box containing the battery charger and the box containing the pad driver assembly. To remove the squeegee assembly, use your sharp cutting tool to cut the zip tie and remove from the machine. Use a Phillips head screwdriver to loosen and remove the metal brackets surrounding each wheel. The machine is now ready to be removed from its pallet. Prior to removing the machine from the pallet, press and lock the pedal on the rear right side of the machine to lift the scrub deck. Next, carefully back the machine over the chocks and off the back of the pallet, being careful that the wheels make a soft contact with the floor. Ideally, this is a two-person job. The batteries can be connected simply by removing the recovery tank lid and connecting the battery cables. However, it is advisable to locate and remove the machine's operator's manual, located in the battery housing of the machine. Battery connection can also be completed during this operation, as shown. Please note that the splash guard for your Crewman AS20B auto scrubber will be wrapped inside the recovery tank housing above the vacuum lid. Upon connection of batteries, please locate and remove the splash guard for installation on the machine. To install and position the splash skirt, begin by positioning the skirt with the metal band facing outward. Then connect the metal rings on one end of the metal band to the scrub deck's connector bolt. Wrap the skirt around the scrub deck and finish by attaching the metal rings to the scrub deck's other connector bolt. Finish the process by lowering the scrub deck to the floor with your pad or brush installed and sliding the skirt down to contact the floor. Please make sure to always keep the water supply lever of your Crewman AS20B in the off position unless the machine is in use in daily cleaning operations. The water supply lever can be located on the rear of the machine underneath the faucet icon. When the lever is all the way up, the water supply is turned off. Water can be supplied to the pad driver by tilting the lever downward until the desired water level is reached. Some models have the solution flow on-off controlled by trigger activation of the pad drive motor. In these units, water only flows when the pad driver motor is on and the solution will be delivered at the flow rate level selected. To install the squeegee, thread the retaining pin into the squeegee column as shown and place the squeegee suction hose into its sleeve. The height of the squeegee can be adjusted by turning the guide wheel wing nuts counterclockwise to lift the squeegee and clockwise to lower it. To install the splash guard, engage the metal rings with the connector nut and wrap skirt around the brush deck as shown. A 20-inch scrub pad will need to be attached to the pad driver to prepare it for usage on the floor. To do this, remove the center lock from the pad driver and position the pad in the holder. Then, reinstall the center lock to hold the pad in place. To attach the pad driver to the machine, push the pedal to lift the brush deck off the floor. Next, align the pad driver so it is centered underneath the brush deck. Next, turn on the brush control switch on the main dashboard. Then release the pedal to lower the scrub deck onto the pad driver. Finish by clicking the operation triggers to connect the pad driver to the drive hub. The machine is now ready for use. After the scrub deck is installed, check to make sure the recovery tank is empty. Next, fill the machine with solution by mixing your daily cleaning chemical with water. Please be sure to follow all instructions for dilution rates to be sure the proper amount of chemical is used. Use the foot pedal to lower the brush deck to the floor and use the hand lever to lower the squeegee. Next, turn on the vacuum switch, located on the control panel. To begin using your cleaning solution, move the solution flow knob to the desired height. Keep in mind when the solution flow knob is all the way up, no solution will flow. The Crewman AS20B is pad assisted. Simply pull the trigger to activate the brush and push the machine to begin scrubbing. While operating the machine, be sure to overlap the scrub path to be sure that all areas are properly clean. To turn the machine, manually move it in the direction you wish the machine to go. During operation, the battery indicator will show how much battery power is remaining. Once the job is complete, be sure to close the solution valve. Use the foot pedal to raise the scrub deck and raise the squeegee assembly. You are now ready to transport the machine to a drain sink. Remove the drain hose from the clip on the rear of the machine. Slowly remove the cap and drain the dirty solution into the sink. Once the recovery tank is completely drained, open the top cover, disconnect the vacuum hose, and remove the shut-off float assembly. Then use a hose to clean out the recovery tank. Once complete, replace the drain hose cap and lock the hose in place. Then use a hose to rinse the float shut-off assembly. Once it is clean, reinstall the float assembly, reconnect the vacuum hose, and close the cover. Periodically, it is advisable to thoroughly rinse your recovery tank to fully remove buildup, which may collect over time. To do this, remove the recovery tank from the Crewman AS20B and rinse thoroughly over a mop sink. This will ensure your machine maintains its cleanliness throughout its useful life. It is also advisable to periodically rinse your solution tank and solution tank filter. To rinse the filter, simply unscrew the solution tank cover and remove the filter. Rinse thoroughly with clean water and place back in the solution tank filter housing of the machine. Also, rinse the solution tank thoroughly with clean water. Prior to rinsing the solution tank, be sure to remove the outlet cap located on the rear of the machine to allow water to drain. Now, rinse the squeegee assembly. Begin by lowering the squeegee assembly to the floor. Disconnect the vacuum hose and pull the fastening pins from the squeegee mount. Now use the lift lever to lift the squeegee carriage and remove the entire squeegee assembly. Thoroughly rinse the squeegee assembly with clean water. Now, reinstall the squeegee on the machine. Place the squeegee on the floor and lower the squeegee carriage over the top of it. Insert the fastening pins to lock the squeegee in place. Then, use the lever to lift the squeegee from the floor. When it is time to recharge your Crewman AS20B, connect the machine's battery supply to the charger. Proper use and maintenance of your Crewman AS20B will ensure years of safe and reliable performance. For additional information, please visit www.betco.com or call 1-888-GO-BETCO.